Alex, in your role with ServiceQuest, one of the things that I love about you with what you do there, this is one of my favorite all-time books, right? Building a Story Brand. And, with your certification there and what you do, tell us a little bit about your intro to direct sales, but then also, that part of the story. Direct sales has always been built on telling stories. They're storytellers. And so tell us a little bit about that fit and, how you found that niche within the direct sales industry.
Sure. So Terrel is officially my first introduction to direct sales from the corporate side, other than buying some really great products from some friends and family that were a part of direct sales companies. Terrel really gave me a crash course in the direct sales channel and really what made it so complex. And, if you've read Building a Story Brand, the whole purpose of building a story brand is to make something very complicated, very simple. And so direct sales is a fun challenge for that because, every direct sales company relies on a volunteer sales force. Yeah. And so the messaging from the leadership and from the executive wing all the way through the top leaders in your company, that message has to be so consistent and clear that our volunteer sales force can not only memorize it, but it become a part of their way of doing business to perpetuate the mission of the company. And so that's really where building a story brand, simplifying and clarifying the message for all of our distributors really comes into direct sales. And it's a great way to bridge that gap of complexity.
Yeah, and I love that part, right? For me, the thing that stood out in the book, and I've read it multiple times, marked it up, is that simplicity of creating clarity in the story, right? That's exactly what direct sales companies need. But then also making the customer the hero, right? So within direct sales, I think we've seen this shift, right, Terrell, over the past, maybe 4 or 5 years, where, the FTC, other government, entities have kind of forced some of that. But also, I think it's just the nature of how direct sales is done, where they have to have a customer pathway, they have to have a customer journey. So maybe Alex, just touch on that really quickly. How the customer becoming the hero is important within direct sales. I mean, obviously it's important anywhere, but I think direct sales has a unique niche where that's almost a requirement for companies now if they want to hit that momentum and that growth phase.
Yeah, that's right. Well, in most companies, what they end up doing is they make themselves the hero by talking about themselves and what they have to offer, and it's in their excitement. It's no fault of the business. They're excited about the products they offer, but the truth of the matter is every business is taking their customers on a journey of transformation. That's the entire role that we all play as in business, is to help our customers go on a journey of transformation. If we take on the role as hero of that message, it inadvertently tells our customers, this is not for you. This is for us. We can't help you win. But when we change the focus and we say our role, our job at this company is to help our customers win and solve one problem for them, then what it does is it invites them into a story. Instead of pushing our story onto them, it says, let's be a part of this together. And I think that's really the opportunity for direct sales companies specifically, is we take customers on a journey for solving their problem with their product or service, but then it becomes a series of lead nurturing until they're raving fans. And when they're raving fans, then they're naturally going to talk about those products and services that we offer. And it just so happens that in direct sales, we've accounted for that. We're prepared to be able to compensate them for their efforts of sharing the problem that the customer has in their story.
Yeah, and I love that especially about the direct sales industry, where when you do create those raving fans, that's where the conversion happens as well, where they become your best business builders. Some of our biggest companies right now talk about that, how they're so obsessed with the customer culture that then it's increasing the conversions over to the business builder, where it's almost, it's a little bit conflicting in the mind, right? Where, I had to focus on the business me, but by creating raving fans, that leads to business growth.